Hello there, and welcome to Intermission in the third dimension. Yeah. So, as I promised, I am making intermission video. Sort of talk about the series, where it's going, where it's come from, and all that fun jazziness. Way. Yeah. So, let's go back to the painting gallery here. As you might imagine, this is the voice of Isix, and I am here sitting in my giant blue chair of light blue wool, musing about the show and everything that's happened so far. As you can imagine, it's sort of, I guess, entered a new phase where I'm mostly doing my work over at sort of the quote industrial zone in the desert. While the first phase was, I guess, more about building this sort of estate here. Uh, so I kind of wanted at some point to have sort of a big room like this that was sort of my study or something like that. But also, I thought about having books and things here. I might still do that at some point, but maybe after I have like a lot more glowstone. But yeah, so yeah, back to the main room here. And I keep running into situations with like zombies popping up in these rooms, and I just don't know why. It's really annoying. But yeah, back to the point. Point of the matter, the important business of the day. I don't know why I'm speaking with a slightly fake British accent right now, but I appear to be. Yip pip and all that, eh? Well, can't make that yet. Anywho, as kind of obvious, I've kind of pointed out, I have a lot of unfinished projects. Among them, the library, the automatic farm, the sheep pens. I don't have every single color quite yet. Wait. And so on and so forth. I love parkour. I really should like have more places where I can do stuff like this. Oh, and of course damage myself. But anywho, the general goal of the show is to sort of one have a Minecraft Let's Play, which is just sort of fun. Two, to sort of showcase the industrial craft, buildcraft stuff in sort of a progressive type manner. And three, to sort of do a variant on the city challenge. You know, given that I'm using mods and all that. And, well, I think I'm doing pretty good on, I guess, the technical side of it. Sort of missing out on the spirit because I keep having these sort of unfinished projects laying about. And it actually takes a good deal of time to sort of poke around at some things. Like the sheep farm situation there, I just got so freaking annoyed with sheep wandering off and creepers wandering up behind me despite the arrow dispensers and the gate. And it just sort of like, I really don't feel like working on this anymore. While the automatic farm here is more of a product of, I'm not over here as often now, so I don't think about putting the enclosure around it. So I just don't. You know, I only come over here when it's like, oh, I'm running low on food between episodes, and yeah, I get it all set up. And really, it's kind of too bad because part of me kind of wants to do a lot more redstone type inventions, but I guess there's sort of an incentive. There's a bit of grass there. To go too crazy with that, given the capabilities of buildcraft to have logical gates and such. So I don't have to build a huge structure just to have a three-way AND or something like that. So yeah, there's sort of a little bit of incentive there, but yeah, I could, I guess, justify it in some cases. Like, well, it also takes takes forever to buildcraft circuitry, which is kind of one of the things I find most annoying about it. So you can't instantly build a huge factory, like I'm sort of going to be doing. Uh, and which is sort of a game balance thing. At the same time, it's like, okay, I got something that can give me infinite resources, and really all I'm waiting for now is those infinite resources to come in, and for those infinite resources to turn into uh, the electronics, which is I guess sort of a valid complaint where it's like, okay, I'm just spending most of my time waiting now, and yeah. So obviously, I cut a lot of the just waiting around for things to happen type stuff out of the series, because that'd be boring, and me just sort of talking at you is probably not the best use of my time or your time. Let's wander back to the industrial zone now. Oh yeah, I also need to finish up the wizard's tower, put in all sticky pistons so I can more legitimately control the enchantment level. Oh, and sort of, I guess, a technical note. At least for the time being, I'm going to be sticking with version Minecraft 1.2.5 because industrialcraft might not update for 1.3. So I might update, the non-buildcraft industrial stuff, aka the sorry, yes. There's the path I sort of hacked through the other day. I'll probably be updating my server stuff for the Infernal Sky stuff with Zen, and running with that for that because he probably updated, and so might as well update that as well. But I will be keeping my jar for this in good form. So yeah, this is sort of an afterthought, really. It's like, I need something creepy to sort of draw my attention over here. And it's like, oh, it's going to be me out of Netherrack, or maybe it's someone else. Dun dun dun. And then you have the mysterious message from who knows who. Yeah, you'll eventually find that out if all goes to plan. And I actually finished the series. Where was I? Yes, I'll be sticking with 1.2.5, so a lot of these sort of spiffy things that come out with the new version won't be showing up here until they can get industrialcraft and buildcraft up to date for the new version here. So there's that. So there is sort of, I guess, a long-term, thought on the top of my head that, okay, so I finish Restless Advancement, then what? Well, I could always just keep building this world, or maybe I can do something else. I haven't quite decided yet which of the two I'm going to go with, because it would be kind of awesome to, actually turn, terraform huge sections of this world to be, perfect gardens and stuff like that, and sort of make it a show about, building stuff with these mods, as opposed to sort of, advancing like I have been. In that case, I'll be a lot more, proactive about what sort of things I, use as I, do stuff. Yeah. How was I going to go? Oh, yes. So, sorry if I sound a little weird today. I think I might be getting a cold. Rawr. Hey. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to be exploring that underground mine anytime soon down there, mainly because I'm going to be digging it up. Which, be kind of pointless for me to go explore it, risk my life, and then just sort of get everything anyway. Yeah, so I guess my options are, so stick around here, convert the world into something amazing, in this world, this series, or once I'm done with Restless Advancement, I could sort of have, sort of still in character, be shunted off to the next world, where I'll have different mods, or maybe expand on the ones I'm using and have the full tech going on. Because I'm like, because I'm sort of in characters. Like, you have you have magic and technology here, and the tech is sort of magic and technology, because it does have industrialcraft, it does have buildcraft. It also has red power, I think it is. The one with lots of more redstone type devices and things like that. It also has one where it's like thaumaturgy craft or something like that, or something like that. Basically, you have like philosopher's stones and alchemy and things like that, which would be pretty cool, uh, and all that jazz. So that's one option, or I can go with a completely different set, and it's like, okay, so what other types of mods are there? Which I haven't really explored that much after I sort of fell in love with these couple mods. Or, if all else fails, I could sort of revert back to normal Minecraft and sort of be more of a action adventures in generic Minecraft with sort of maybe different goals that I have here. Because I do sort of feel that having a goal at some point is sort of needed. I could maybe try to build the ultimate city or something like that. Start with a little village and sort of slowly develop it. Up so they have like 1,000. Like a goal of like 1,000 villagers or something like that, which would be pretty awesome. Of course, counting them up would be a little tricky. Okay, everyone get into the census machine. Okay, we have 1,000 mining carts. If they are not full, then you must breed some more. Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess that's another option there. But yeah, I haven't quite decided. I'm also hoping to continue Infernal Sky with Zen. Uh, I might try to track him down later tonight, because I still have the rest of our first session to post, which I might do after this. Uh, I might just toss up the full 45 minutes remaining on that. I'm not that great with consistent episode length. Oh well. I play until I accomplish a goal or do something interesting and call it good. The sun's going down. Come on, son, you don't want to leave. No! Ah. So I guess one of my goals here is to sort of replace the under structure here with wiring and make this a little more slick. Maybe even expand my refinery capability and pipe in some more fuel and all that cool stuff. Because this is a pretty good start for having fuel around, I think. Please feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. Chainsaw! Chainsaw's awesome. Though, still looking forward to the laser. Yes, for those who don't know, in industrialcraft there is the mining laser. It is kind of fantastic. Oh, I put the other dog in the sit down in the other house, as well as the cat. Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll see it on my next video, because this is actually after I've recorded episode 51, where I may have enough to level up. Hint, hint, hint. As far as my accomplishments go on their, all that for the requirements. Which means that my next bit of adventure, I can put some diamonds on the end of this thing and really go to town. In other news, I was actually really surprised by the water pump actually draining the ocean. This was a unexpected side effect. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, if you have the 4x4 here, you'll just pull one of these out and it'll refill automatically. But no, it's been sucking out water from way over there, and yeah. So I guess definitely next time I do something like this, it's just going to be a small pool, not a 2x2, because I've had some bad experience with those, but at least 9x9, maybe bigger. It's also going to be shallow, so I don't have the draining the ocean effect here. This was sort of a random find that I'm glad I found it. It's like explosions, TNT, creepers, and Look, a giant hole. Look at this giant hole. Let's go over here real quick. It's a little weird speaking out of character in this world. 'Cause I sort of got so freaking used to sort of they're all stuck in there. Well, there's a good reason for that apparently, because they're like, I want to go here and I don't want to go there. Just gonna start collect all these up because I don't want it to be broken. Shouldn't be broken. There. I'll fix this up later. Spider, spider, spider. Ah! You snuck up on me. SOB. And that means, for you children out there, slightly obnoxious bastard. There we go. You can say that, right? Anyway, I think off camera I'm going to be sort of expanding the factory here, because it is going to be a lot of trial and error, and as you might have seen from my Let's Build a Piston Door episode, trial and error can be kind of boring if I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah. Oh, and that finally did its thing. And holy crap, those things don't break easily. It's like stone, man! Yeah. So, I am going to see if I can get enough clay to make a lot of construction foam. Thankfully, I have a bit of clay already, so I can get started on that. Because it's really kind of awesome to have sort of the main control room sort of filled up entirely with construction foam, with all the wires like embedded in the walls and such. I think that'd be sort of fantastic. It's something I didn't really have the patience for when I was building the spaceship for the intro. It's like, I could put the wires in here, but I have to build the forms around it, etc., etc., and yeah. I am ambitious, but not that ambitious at this particular moment. And also, you might note in the episode 0 video, when I'm running through the door on the way out, that there were some areas which I forgot to put the rubber trampolines on the ceiling, so you could see redstone torches and things like that for the lights. And yeah, that was something I just sort of forgot to fix. Whoops! Whee! What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I know I don't have many subscribers, but you guys are awesome, and I hope you keep watching, and feel free to tell your friends, tell them to subscribe, and pretty soon I'll have all the subscribers. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I would love to get some more exposure on here. I'm not like trying to become like super duper popular, but I am having fun doing this series, and I hope it's fun for other people. And I would love for people that would enjoy this kind of fun to be enjoying this kind of fun. Whee! Which I guess sort of brings me to another note that it's very, very unlikely I'll be monetizing my videos, at least, in the foreseeable future, because I do have this day job thing, which, pays all my bills and such, and I'm pretty sure I'll never be in a position where I can make enough money off my, Minecraft on YouTube to sort of compete with, that right there. So, yeah. And plus, I didn't go to school for 10 plus years to just play video games with the computer. I do science in real life, so it's kind of nice to actually do science because I like it. This is a hobby, and so if you start seeing commercials in the beginning of my videos, then that's probably not me intending to do such. It'd be YouTube changing their policies or something crappy like that. And yeah, so yeah, that's just sort of that. So yeah, keep partying on. I'll probably be doing a lot more off camera, sitting around waiting for my miners to mine out more area here, because I'm actually very low relatively on iron, because I've been building lots of machines and things like that, and those take a heck of a lot of iron. So yeah, Anything else I want to talk about? Yes, other plans. I am going to build a couple more water towers and sort of have a very good power flow from there. And I will eventually enclose this entire upper level. So don't worry about that. And I'll probably reorganize the storage level as well. I might even get around to attaching the house. I sort of have this weird thing where destroying my own buildings, even just if it means just expanding on them, is something I avoid like crazy for some reason, and that's sort of silly of me. Yeah. So if you're wondering why these are three different buildings, that's the reason. Sleep time! Hooray! Sleep is where I'm a fireman. Fire everywhere. Also, because I really can't ask this in character, I really want to know if people have any suggestions for things I should be doing, could be doing, they'd like to see, what sort of, it's like I don't really show lots of mining, right? It's like, oh, I need this type of resource, so I'm going to go look for diamonds or whatever. I don't do that very often on camera because I find it kind of dull. Running around in caves can be fun, but I also try to avoid caves when I'm mining. So, uh, sort of obvious reason that exploding and losing all my stuff is kind of counterproductive. And sort of in character, it's obvious I'm sort of being as efficient as possible. But if you'd like to see more cave type stuff, I can obviously do such. It's like, oh look, that giant pit I just built there. There's a cave underneath, and I might go explore it. Actually, after episode 51, I might just do something like that because I did see some caves in the location where I am doing something. Uh, yeah, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. If you have any questions as well, feel free to ask them. I try to respond to comments, and yeah, amazingness with the stuffs and all that. With blackjack and hookers. Forget the space dome. I was trying to channel Bender there, if you're wondering. Anyway, I think I'm going to call this intermission over, and I hope you'll join me for the next number of episodes. And bring your friends. I like your friends. I would love to hang out with your friends. I mean, spread the word, as it were, because I'm pretty sure I can be entertaining enough for more people. Yeah. Be well, and toodles.